Hello friends and welcome to my channel IB All Designing Developer. So ever wondered how your program can make decisions and respond dynamically? Well, today we are diving into one of the core building blocks of logic, the else statement in Java. We have already met if statement, but what happens when that condition isn't true? That's where else steps in and says, don't worry, I've got this. Well, look at the real world examples, understand the flow of logic, and even show how you can change decisions using else if like a pro. So whether you are coding games, apps, or automating decisions, mastering the else statement is your ticket to write smart, responsive, and clean Java code. So before diving in this amazing tutorial, remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. And remember to share this video as well so more people can understand how we can cover up these all things using Java language from a start. So let's get started and bring your life logic to life with Java. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that what is else if statements in Java, because already we have learned about if else statement and if statements. So now we need to understand that what is else if statement. So to use the else if statement, you need to specify a new condition if the first condition is false. So it is just saying me that if you use else if statement, so you need to specify a new condition if you want to use the first condition, and the first condition which you are using should be false. Like here you can just see example in which I have created one if statement, and in this if statement you can create your condition which you want to create here in this bracket, and after that you can write the block of code which you want should be executed in your output, and then the condition which you are writing in this if statement should be true, so that the second else if statement means the second else if statement which you are creating should be running in your output, but that's should also be like the second if else if statement should also be true. Like here it is written block of code to be executed if the condition 1 is false, the condition 2 is true. Like if this condition will be false, then else if statement this condition will be running and this condition will be not coming in your output, so it should be true here. And if this condition would be true, the first condition, so you will be getting the output of this first condition printed in your terminal, and if it is false, so you will be getting the second condition of else if printed in your output. Then third, we have created another statement which is else statement, and in this else statement you can write the block of code to be executed again if the condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false. Means if condition 1 is false here, which is of if statement, and the second else if statement which we have created here is again false, means both of the condition which we have created are false, then this like if a statement will be running our third statement else statement in the output if these two conditions are false. And if this condition is false, so else if a statement will be running, and if else if a statement and if a statement is false, so we will be getting this else statement running in the output. And that's the difference between all these three statements which we get normally in Java. Then if I move down and if we just see an example that how we are getting it running, like first we have use if a statement in which I have defined a time less than 10 and time is not less than 10, so that's why you will be getting else if a statement running here, and time less than 18, so here you will be getting the time as 22, and 22 is less than 10, no, so you will be not getting this if a statement running, you will be getting false here, and then you will be getting else if a statement. In else if a statement again we have written time, and then we have written this less than sign 18, again it is not true, so that's why you will be getting this last statement running in your output which should be saying you good evening. If I just show you all these things in the terminal, so what I'm going to do is I'll be opening my IDE here, because you all know that in the previous videos as well we were just using NetBeans IDE when we were just working on Java. So in this video as well I will be opening my NetBeans IDE, and we will be using this IDE to just see how we are getting all the codes running in the output here when we are just pasting it. So I will be just moving here, it will take some time to open, and remember you're using the same version as I am using here. You can use some older version as well, but remember older version will not have the features that this version is having, so that's why I'm just preferring you to use the latest version here of NetBeans or any other IDE which you are using. So I will be pressing tab to make all the things forward, because I think these things are not too much having space here as well. and you need to take care about indentation when you are just making all the things forward. remember that. Here I will be doing this, tab again, same as here, like this, and here as well. Pressing backspace here, same as here, tab, and then make it like this and like this. And I will be just taking this system here in this else like this, and same as here as well, and then same goes to this if statement also. So you can just see all the things are now in one line. What I'm going to do is I'll be running these all things here to see what output I'm getting. I'm getting this good evening printed in my output or not. So I will be pressing right click on my main.java file because I have pasted all this thing in our main.java file, and I'll be pressing run file button. After pressing this run file, it will be taking some time, and you can just see, like I've told you, the output we are getting is good evening printed. And why we are getting good evening? Because here in time we have written the number as 22, and 22 is not less than 10, but we have written time less than 10. That's why this statement is false. And if we move to the second statement, here we have written time less than 18. 22 is not less than 18, 18 is less than 22, so this statement is also false. And in third statement we have written, if these two statements are false, so this good evening should be getting in my output. And that's why when I'm running this main.java file, so I'm getting good evening in my output, and all the things are running, means this statement is only running because these two statements are false. If I do one thing, like if I make it 22 greater than 10, means time greater than 10, because in time variable I have written number 22. Then if I run it here, so you will be getting this first statement running now, not this last or second. If I run it, you can just see now we are getting good morning printed because time is now greater than 10, 22 is greater than 10, and that's true. That's why we are getting good morning printed in the output, because I have written here, if this condition is true, so I should get this good morning printed in the output. Now I want to make second condition true, means this else if statement one condition. So for making it true, simply I will be making this less than to greater than sign here, and then if I run it here, so you can just see we are getting good day, which we have printed here in this second statement of else if. So I hope you understand how we are using these three statements together and how we are printing all these things. And else if statement is also same as else and if statement, which we normally use in Java. Then moving on to my Word document here, there is also another example explained. The example which you are using here, it has been explained here. In the example above, time 22 is greater than 10, so the first condition is false. The next condition in the else if statement is also false, so we move on to the else condition, since condition 1 and condition 2 is both false, and print to the screen good evening. However, if the time was 14, our program would print good day. And why it is saying that if the time was 14, so the program would print good day? Because if I just show you in this program, you can just see we have written in time number 22, and number 22 is not less than 10, it is greater than 10, but 18 is greater than 14. So when we write 14 less than 18, so that's true. So that's why you will be getting this else if statement printed good day in your output. If I show you here by moving on to my NetBeans IDE, in the place of time, if I write here 14, then if I just print this thing here, and then I will be making it to greater than, so that I can just get, sorry, less than here. Now what I'm going to do is I will be just printing this thing, and for printing again I will be using right click and run file here. So I will be pressing right click and run file, and you can just see we are getting this good day printed in the output, because all the things we have written here in if statement we have written time is less than 10, which is not true. Then in else statement we have written as like you can just say here we have written good evening, and good evening is in the last, so that's why you will be getting this statement printed in the last. That's true, means it is not having any mistake, but it will be running all the statements one by one. If this would be true, you will be getting this statement running. If this would be true, you will be getting this statement running. If this would be true, so you will be getting this statement running. So that's the thing, and that's the way that how you can use these three statements together and how you are getting different outputs. Here I'm getting the output as good day because 14 is less than 18, and that's true. That's the reason I'm getting this good day printed, not good evening, because this else statement is printed after else if and if statement. But these two statements are not false this time. This is false if statement is false, but this else if statement is not false. That's why we are getting else if statement printed in the output good day. So I hope you understand how we are using else if statement in Java and how we are using all these three statements to get different outputs together and separately as well. So if you understand that how we can use else if statements in Java, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you in next tutorial of Java or in next project. So for today, goodbye.